What's up, everybody? Today I'm here with another Walking Dead video topic. And this video topic comes from one of my subscribers, and this subscriber goes by the name of SamTheFisherman100. Now let me say this, I'm so sorry Sam for not getting to this video request anytime sooner. I was going out of town, so yeah, I'm so sorry for not doing this. And basically he wanted my thoughts and my predictions on will Morgan and Duane return to the Walking Dead TV series. And I got some perfect examples why I see Morgan and Duane returning. Now, originally in a comic book, now we're going off the source of the comic book right now. Originally, after Duane and Morgan meet Rick, we all know what happened in the comic book. Duane hits Rick in the head with a shovel like he did in the TV series of his counterpart. Now, leading on, a couple of months later, after they meet Rick and they go their own separate ways, Rick does eventually meet Morgan again in the comic book series, but this is not around the prison. He meets Morgan after the prison. So I don't see them coming. I don't see Morgan and Duane in season 3. I definitely don't see this happening. I probably say 4th season at max probably. And I definitely see Tyrese coming in the 4th season. That's just my speculations on it, but I don't see them coming in this season because this season is based off the prison. If they do bring them in, because like I say, the show is different, so if they do bring them in, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't see them coming to season 3. But leading on, in the comic book series, Morgan, like I say, Rick does meet Morgan again, and I think it's issue 81. Issue 81. I'm not going to put spoilers in this video for people who want to read the comic book, but I might as well do it because I'm pretty sure everybody read it. But he meets them again. Well, he meets Morgan, and now you can tell it's been a long time that he's seen Morgan because I think it's probably a 2-year frame that he didn't get to see Morgan. Then he eventually sees Morgan again, and then it's revealed to Rick that a couple of months later, after they made it separate ways, Duane got bitten by a walker. And let me touch on this because this is what really got to me, because this was mentioned in the TV series by Morgan about his wife Jenny. He mentioned that he mentioned as soon as Duane got bitten, the fever was so bad. Listen to me, the fever was so bad, he never heard Duane scream like that ever since Duane was a baby. So eventually, Duane turns to a walker. And this leads to Morgan not wanting to kill him. Because, like, he's just like his counterpart in the TV series. Now, we all know Morgan in the TV series, we know his wife named Jenny. Now, that's his wife name. Now, in the comic books, his wife don't have a name. His wife is unknown. Like her name is unknown in the comic book. Now, when he first meets Rick in the comic book, he does not mention his wife at all. But then when he meet Rick in the TV series, he does mention his wife, and he mentioned that his wife was bitten, and he talks about her fever, how hot her head was when she got bitten. Then eventually she dies and she turns into a walker. So the fates are kind of different. Now let's listen to what I'm about to say in terms of the death scenarios. We got Duane. Now in the comic books, Duane is the first person in Morgan's family to get bitten. He's the first person in Morgan's family. That's in the comic book series. Now in a TV series, Jenny is the first person to get bitten. So I definitely see Duane coming back in the TV series since the scenarios have been switched up. And leading on, and also let me say this: his wife, Morgan did eventually mention his wife in the comic book. Eventually, he did mention her. He mentioned her to Michonne, because I think he was dying, and he did mention her. He was on his dying bed, and he did mention her, but he did not mention her when he first met Rick in the comic book series. And also, Duane's death in the comic book caused him to go into a mental illness, and this mental illness was so bad after he left the house, because Rick told him in the comic book that Duane is not Duane anymore. Duane is dead. Your son is a walker now. And it comes to a point, it's to where Morgan still loves his son. And I mean, of course, your love is unconditional, but Morgan have to realize that his son is dead, but this mental illness, it just took over. And so at one point, Morgan kills 4 men, and he also kills 3 dogs just to feed Duane. Because Duane had turned in that point in the comic books, and I guess Duane needed food. So that's how we know he struggled to kill Duane. He still loved Duane, just like his counterpart. I mean, just like his counterpart in the Walking Dead TV series. He struggled to kill Jenny. He struggled to kill his wife. He could not kill his wife, even when he had the sniper rifle at the window. He was killing all those other walkers, but he could not kill Jenny. He was crying. And I guess that the love and stuff, his love for his family wouldn't allow him to do that. So he did not kill Duane in the comic books. Instead of him killing Duane, Rick was outside in the comic book. So Rick hears a shot. So Rick figures that, well, Morgan killed Duane because he didn't want Duane to suffer no more. Because in terms of them being a walker, yes, they are suffering. To me, they're suffering. That's just my opinion. You need to go ahead and kill them. But Duane Morgan did not kill Duane. It's revealed that Morgan had shot the chains off in his house so Duane can roam free around the house while he was gone. So I'm like, why didn't you just kill him in the comic books? And I mean, I guess that kind of plays in about the family, because including Herschel himself. Now we all know Herschel in the TV series could not allow himself to kill his own family. Now he claimed that they were sick and it was a cure for him. In our reality, the difference between Herschel and Morgan is Morgan know that they're walkers. So Morgan just couldn't kill him because he loved them. But in the comic book series of Herschel didn't know they was walkers, but he figured they could be cured. And that wasn't the point. They walkers, they dead. Ain't nothing you can do about it. They just dead now. And I guess that led Morgan to this mental illness, because as soon as Duane got bit, it led to that. And it also, his illness was so bad until in the comic book series, he was with Michonne at one point, because we all know in the comic book series, Michonne lost Tyrese. We know the governor used Michonne's katana blade to cut out Tyrese's head and kills him. And so Michonne felt lonely at that time because Michonne didn't have nobody's shoulders to lean on. Her lover was dead. And I want to say this too. I think that because T-Dog mentioned this too. I think at one point that these characters, especially the black African American race, I think T-Dog is kind of worried about being the only black man in the group now. Because he did hint that in the TV series about him being the only black man in the group. And I think Michonne, I don't think Michonne feels like that, but I know T-Dog felt like that because he mentioned this in the beginning of The Walking Dead season 2. And I think that played a major role. But in terms of different stuff I'm about to mention, Michonne needed a shoulder to be on. So here comes Morgan, of course. But she also mentioned to Rick about Morgan because this mental illness just went crazy. He tried to build this father and son relationship with Carl, but it did not work out because we all know that once he lost Duane, once Duane turned, he didn't have nobody. It caused him to go crazy. It's like if you look at Morgan in the comic book series in the beginning, you can see how he's well shaved. You know, he looked decent, but after Duane gets bitten and eventually he turns into a walker, Morgan he lets himself go. He have all his facial hair. When Rick meets him again, he stopped caring about himself. And this right here, he tried to build this father and son relationship with Carl, like I mentioned before, but it did not work out at all. It got stopped very fast. And like I say, he needed the shoulder to lean on too. So he decided he wanted to be with Michonne. And like I say, Michonne she needed somebody herself. But we all know that Morgan did have sex with Michonne, but then this mental illness kicked in, and then Morgan states that he wished he never had this with Michonne, and this right here pisses Michonne off. Like, it literally pisses her off, because it's like, you want to be with somebody that, you know what I'm saying, your mind frame is like different at one point, then it changes again. It's like, you want to be with me, but what I was about to say, but now you don't want to be with me. He stated that he regretted being with Michonne after they, you know, had sex and stuff. And he stated that he regretted being with her. And that's how I know that mental illness really kicked in. So overall, what else I had to say about this video? I definitely see Morgan and Duane returning to the Walking Dead TV series. And I definitely expect to see Duane with him as a human, not bitten. Because like I say, the scenarios was different. In terms of the death scenarios, it's reversed. Just like Shane's death was reversed in the comic book. In terms of Shane's death, it definitely was different from the TV series. It was reversed. So I definitely see Morgan and Duane returning. And yeah, hopefully when Rick meets them again, Morgan and Duane or Morgan will probably still look the same. And another reason I see them returning, because what's his name? Glenn was, I can't pronounce his name. Well, I can say his first name, but he stated on his Twitter that Morgan and Duane is not dead, but their whereabouts are unknown. So that's what he said. They're not dead, but their whereabouts are unknown. So I definitely see them returning back to the series. So I just thought I had to put a little analysis in this video. This video probably like 12 minutes. So no, 11 minutes at max. So I'm gonna go ahead in this video. Thanks for the topic, Sam the Fisherman. I know I stuttered a lot in this video because I ain't did a video in a long time. I'm really nervous. I had to redo this video again. So remember to subscribe, rate, comment, and peace.